We now talk more about this. Michael Mann, director of the Earth System Science Center. He's also the author of The New Climate War. I'm going to bet, Michael, you're not necessarily happy about the Supreme Court decision. Tell us why.
Yeah, well, I'd like to say it's good to talk with you, Yasmin, but this is an awful day. It's a day that many of us suspected was coming, but still feared the day that it would arrive. Look, you know, what the Supreme Court has done here, what this reactionary activist Supreme Court has done is to remove yet another fundamental right that we have as citizens. They've removed the fundamental right to privacy. They've removed a fundamental right to safety from gun violence, and they've removed a fundamental right to a livable planet. And, you know, it's ironic in that some of the regulations that they are basically now preventing the executive branch from implementing against carbon pollution were actually put in place by Republican presidents. George W. Bush, his EPA administrator, Christine Todd Whitman, recognized that carbon pollution was a pollutant to be regulated under the Clean Air Act and began to initiate efforts to do that. And then what we saw thereafter was an effort by fossil fuel companies to take over the party. And ever since then, what we've seen is Republicans and this Republican-dominated court now basically preventing the executive branch from being able to protect its citizens against threats, including the fundamental threat of the climate crisis.
So let me ask you this, Michael. Obviously, this is taking power away from the EPA, right, to put these restrictions in place. Are there ways to make incremental change? Are there workarounds the EPA can now begin to look at?
Yes, I mean, the executive branch still has to assert its authority to defend the laws that are on the books, to make sure that polluters are not given a free ticket to continue to spew carbon pollution into the atmosphere. There are things that the executive branch can continue to do, and it has to assert its rights here against a branch that is essentially trying to usurp its rights to enforce the laws of the land. Secondly, we obviously need climate legislation to pass Congress. And if that's through reconciliation, that's what has to happen. We need legislation that will allow us to meet our obligations to the rest of the world to lower our carbon emissions, because without U.S. leadership, we're the largest polluter in history when it comes to the cumulative carbon pollution. We have put more carbon pollution into the atmosphere than any other country. It is necessary for us to demonstrate leadership globally if we are going to expect the rest of the world to come to the table. And so it's critical that Congress now put in place legislation that will allow us to meet our obligations to decarbonize our economy, to move away from fossil fuels, to move towards clean, renewable energy.
Michael Mann.